A visually acceptable ingredient can still become a production failure if its cut, moisture, packaging, or batch evidence does not match the process. Dehydrated pumpkin strips may look straightforward, but the word strip says nothing about dimensions, breakage, fines, rehydration behavior, or portion consistency. Approval must begin with the finished food and work backward to a controlled purchase specification. First, define what the ingredient must do. Will the pieces remain visible after cooking? Are they added dry or prehydrated? Must they disperse evenly in a blend? Consider the actual recipe, serving size, processing temperature, hydration time, and sensory expectation. A strip suitable for one soup may fail in another because cooking intensity, sauce exposure, or holding time is different. Identity and cut format form the first procurement gate. Specify the ingredient, target dimensions, or approved visual reference, preferred appearance, permitted variation, breakage tolerance, and acceptable proportion of fines. Retained samples or photographs under agreed lighting can support the written description. The objective is not unnecessary complexity. It is to define the characteristics that affect processing, presentation, and handling. The second gate covers moisture, texture, and rehydration. A moisture value is meaningful only when connected to a product-specific target, test method, and sample basis. General statements about moisture control cannot substitute for current lot documentation. Rehydration trials should reproduce the intended process as closely as practical, recording water pickup, texture, color, and piece integrity. Dry blends and snack systems may require greater attention to handling damage, storage-related water uptake, mixing behavior, and finished pack appearance. Food safety and batch evidence make up the third gate. Facility-level control systems describe how an operation is managed, but they do not prove the status of a specific shipment. Release documents should identify the lot, sample, analysis date, method, agreed limits, results, and laboratory details. Microbiological, residue, and form material requirements must reflect the food category, destination market, and intended use. A generic safety declaration or laboratory name provides too little information for a defensible decision. Packaging and storage are the fourth gate. Define pack weight, liner material, sealing expectations, pallet configuration where relevant, storage conditions, and the basis for shelf life. Packaging must protect the dry ingredient from moisture pickup, contamination, handling damage, and labeling confusion throughout transit and warehousing. A format suitable for export may still be unsuitable for the receiving environment or internal handling process. The fifth gate controls samples, orders, and approval. Record whether a sample represents the proposed production method, target cut, and expected pack condition. Identify who approves it, which specification governs the order, and what changes require reapproval. Changes to cut format, processing route, packaging material, test method, or origin arrangement can affect functionality, safety, or labeling and should trigger a documented review. The strongest purchasing file links the approved specification to a representative sample, order confirmation, current lot documents, and shipping records. Each record answers a different question. Product information can establish availability and intended uses. A certificate of analysis reports on a particular lot. Shipping documents connect that lot to the consignment. General supplier capabilities must not be treated as proof of current production results. Guizhou Wanhui International Trade Company Limited presents dehydrated pumpkin strips for bulk food production and culinary applications, alongside general information about sample validation, packing, inspection options, and quality controls. These details provide a practical starting point, but buyers should confirm which statements apply to the selected lot and order. Before release, verify 10 points: the finished food application, cut and visual tolerances, moisture target and test basis, applicable safety requirements, lot identification, packaging, storage and shelf life conditions, representative sample status, application trial results, change control terms, and shipment and receiving records. When purchasing, quality, operations, and product development can read the same file and reach the same acceptance decision. The specification is doing its job.